What's up, spectators? Welcome back to the episode of Danganronpa 2. Mechamaru has just been severely torn to shreds. His head popped off, and now we gotta figure out who killed him. I suspect it's a man, because it seems pretty suspicious that they hooked the chain on the door when it's pretty easy for them to have come in, killed Mechamaru, gone through the door, and gone to the other side, to the red room, to chain it, because after all, a dead body can stay in the room, you know? I'm doing a poor job explaining this. Let's just continue on before I embarrass myself even further. His body was discovered in Grape Tower, which is inside the funhouse. His head is severely damaged and beyond repair, so that shall be considered the cause of death. Despite the fact that his arms and legs are dismembered, why are his clothes and stuff torn so bad? And there's a rope. A rope. Very interesting. Despite the fact that his arms and legs are dismembered, these limbs were actually designed to be detachable, and it seems they separated due to a severe impact. Aside from that, several other areas of his body are something. Because of this, many of his functions seem to have shut down. His arms and legs were detachable, and it looks like they separated due to severe impact. Does that mean Mechamaru was repeatedly clubbed with some sort of weapon? But was there a reason they need to club him over and over again? An enormous hammer has been carelessly left on the floor. It's suspicious because it stands out so much.
How cruel.
Perhaps that hammer is the weapon that broke Mechamaru. I do believe a weapon of that size is capable of damaging Mechamaru. This hammer is the weapon? But it looks a little too clean.
It is strange.
Also,
no?
where did the killer obtain this weapon? Prior to now, I do not believe I've ever seen an object like this. Was it hidden somewhere? Good point. There's no supermarket in here. Wonder where they obtained it. The pillar next to the door is tipped over. Did this pillar break when it fell over? Not just that, there's a strange liquid on the upper section of the pillar. Is it his oil? This is the only pillar that's tipped over. Plus, behind me is the door to Grape Hall. The two pillars on each side of that door haven't changed either. They're not tipped over. It's strange that the pillar is the only one that's tipped over. I got it.
Leave it to me.
This pillar is the weapon. The killer used this to beat up Mechamaru.
Damn it.
If you got socked on by something like this, like even Coach Mechamaru wouldn't stand a chance. Well, that's impossible. It'd be too heavy to wield as a weapon.
Now then.
Hajime, grab that end over there.
I'm gonna do it.
We have to try it out. You're more forceful than usual. It's no use. It's barely
It's
budging.
No use.
Oh.
It's barely budging.
Didn't I tell you?
All right. If that's how it's gonna be, my body can take it. Power times 3.
No, seriously, give it up.
Why?
It's no use. It won't even budge. If two people can't even move this pillar, then it's impossible to use it as a bludgeoning weapon. Well, there's only one person who could have lifted something like this. Mechamaru. He's definitely the only one. The door at the far back has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. It looks like it's a sturdy metal chain. It's wrapped around the doorknob from every direction. Why did they do something like this? Perhaps this was used as an alternative to locking the door with the key. If that's the case, you wouldn't be able to enter this tower from the Strawberry Hall side. After all, this door should lead to Strawberry Hall.
right.
If they barred this side of the door with a chain, it would be impossible to open it from Strawberry Hall. But still, why would they need to bar the door to Strawberry Hall? Oh, Tank, you want to lie down? Okay, hold on. Come on. There you go, buddy. Looks like it's been so severely damaged that even his head was dented. That'd be the fatal wound, right? But Nekomaru's robot body should have been durable enough to withstand any assault. For him to be this damaged, whoever attacked him didn't hold back. Now's probably not the best time to think about this, but I guess he was really transformed into a robot. I was getting used to the idea, but now that I think about it, robots are definitely unusual. Well, it doesn't matter if he was a robot or not. Either way, he was still killed. It's definitely strange, isn't it?
Well?
If they wanted to kill him, they could have just destroyed his head. Why'd they destroy his entire body? Maybe they didn't know how to kill a robot, so they damaged him all over.
You?
But they went against Nekomaru. He ain't the type to die easily.
What's that?
They obviously didn't fight him head on, but even then he wouldn't leave himself open to attack. You're right. In fact, that's the biggest mystery. He was even stronger after he became a robot. I can't think of anyone who'd be capable of killing him. This alone isn't enough information. I should investigate a little more. There's a sturdy metal wire tied to his left leg. The same is tied to his arms. It's almost like he was bound. But even if they bound him, the killer still had to deal with the robotic Nekomaru. The tip of this wire looks like it's been tied in a loop, but what was the point? The cover on his chest is open slightly, but it won't open much more because the cover's all messed up. If only Kazuichi was here. What could he be doing right now? There's something protruding from behind Nekomaru's neck. That's right, it's a cutting-edge function that puts my other functions to sleep. Just press the good night button on the back of my neck. Maybe the killer pressed this button and made Nekomaru enter sleep mode. But still, it's hard to think the killer was able to easily press a button on his neck. Whoops. Based on the smell, it seems like oil. Seems to be flowing heaviest from his head, probably because that's where the fatal blow was dealt. This oil, for Nekomaru, this might be similar to normal blood in humans, which means all this oil is just proof, a pool of robot blood. Anyway, that's a whole lot of oil. Guess for now, this is all I can do. Okay. Did you find anything? Looks like you haven't.
Leave it to me.
We need clues. I'll remember something, just wait for it.
Yo.
I remember. There is something I thought was weird. It happened early in the morning. You're going back that far?
Like,
You noticed it too, right? You heard that rumbling sound. I was sleeping pretty heavy, so I wouldn't think about how hungry I was, but that noise woke me up. I ran out of my room without thinking, and after I did, I didn't see anything, and it looked like the others didn't come out of their rooms either. I felt pretty dumb for being the only one who came out, so I went back to my room.
what's that mean?
In the end, I never found out what that sound was, but it's been on my mind for a while. You don't know either? Well, I should tell you in more detail. When I ran out of my room, I happened to glance at the lounge clock. It said it was around 5:30 a.m. I didn't think that rumbling noise happened that early, but I'm not really sure if that noise pertains to the incident.
Why?
You're useless. She seems agitated. Well, it's understandable.
Huh?
What's this?
Well?
Under his body. No, wait. There are small rock-like fragments underneath his body.
See?
Look. Under. Huh.
Well?
But oddly enough, those fragments are underneath his body. They're hardly on top.
Yep.
If you don't know, it's okay. It probably means they're not that important. Why would they have been broken before he was killed? Interesting. I guess for now I've checked out everything. You seem lost in thought. The final dead room. Why are you bringing up that place?
So...
The hammer on the floor, the chain wrapped around the door, and the wire. All the evidence at this crime scene consists of things we've never seen inside the building. But as long as we can't leave, there's no doubt that they came from somewhere within this building. Monokuma said beyond the door, there's an ultimate weapon in a place called the Octagon.
Yep.
So if we think about that place like an armory, then that's where the killer obtained their tools, right?
Then...
If so, let's confirm it. That's dangerous. If you go in there, you have to play the life-threatening game.
Well?
Then I'll be the one who tries. What are you saying?
You?
Man, it's noisy. I can't focus at all.
It's not like that.
It's not you guys. It's the sound that's been ringing since before the investigation. You've been mentioning that sound for a while, haven't you?
Hey, hey.
Akane, what kind of sound is it? Oh, like a phone ringing? It's probably ringing from upstairs. Oh my god, Tank, how are you getting all this fur in my water? Oh god, it's in my face? How are you doing this? It's like flying up from the ground. How does hair just float up when there's no air current and then just falls into my water and my face? Ugh. Oh, but you're so cute, it drives me crazy! Maybe it's better if we go check out that sound first. You gonna check it out? Then you guys go, I'll stay here.
Then...
I'll wait here as well. Please be careful, you two. Sonya's okay, but... How come you're not going? Well, that sound is annoying, and I don't really feel like leaving.
Hey, hey.
Hajime, it's okay if it's just the two of us. Akane says she wants to stay.
Yep.
Let's go. Aw, yeah. You're getting your fur everywhere, Mr. Fuzzy Butt. You're my little fuzzy butt. Who's that? Oh, it's a camera.
See?
It's so noisy. Looks like that phone's ringing. Mush, mush!
Damn right.
You finally answered. Is that you, Fuyuhiko?
Jeez.
Do you know how long the phone was ringing? I was getting worried that no one picked up. What are you guys doing? You all still in Strawberry House?
Like...
Even if we want to go over there, we can't. Someone broke the elevator. And we can't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall because the door button there is broken. So basically, we're sitting ducks here. Not only is the elevator broken, the Strawberry Hall door's broken.
Hey, bastard.
Are you listening? Yeah, I'm listening. Anyway, everyone in Strawberry House is safe, right? We can't find Nekomaru anywhere. Didn't you hear the body discovery announcement? So that's what it was. He just came back to us. Where was he killed? Drape Tower. When I went there this morning, he was already... If the door to Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, we'd be able to enter the tower. The killer broke the elevator and the door, so they could split everyone up and prevent us from doing a proper investigation.
Dumbass!
That dirty bastard. What about another way? Is there any way you guys can come to this side?
Well, yeah.
I guess we just have to let Kazuichi handle it. He said he'd take care of the elevator. Guess he's our only hope right now. You're right. Besides, if he doesn't stand out right now, when the hell will he?
Like...
It's gonna be hard for him to fix that door without parts, but he said he might be able to do something about the broken elevator. We'll be waiting.
Damn right.
We'll head over there as soon as Kazuichi fixes the elevator. Until then, it's up to you guys.
Hey.
Apparently the others can't come over here. No doubt this is the killer's doing. As long as the elevator is out of commission, those guys won't be able to investigate. But that's not all. For some reason, even the door button to Strawberry Hall's broken.
Huh?
Then that door is blocked from both sides? There's a sturdy chain tied around it. Why did the killer need to block both sides of the door? I'm not sure, but there is something strange about that.
Yep.
For now, it's impossible to check the final dead room. I'm not entirely comfortable with you going over there, but regardless, it's impossible. Apparently, Kazuichi's repairing the elevator. But Monokuma isn't going to wait. I doubt we have that much time before the class trial starts. I hope Kazuichi can fix it soon. Are you even listening?
Hey, bastard. Damn right.
Nagito, I'm talking to you. Huh?
Jeez.
Don't me. I figured you weren't even listening. Sorry, I was just thinking. You were probably thinking of something messed up, weren't you? But I have been listening to you. Nekomaru was killed, right? Then that body discovery announcement was referring to him.
Damn it.
Out of everyone here,
Damn it.
How pitiful.
it's tantamount to being killed twice. Truly, he was a man burdened by terrible misfortune.
Hey.
Okay, so now that we know the situation over there, is it alright if I go ahead and fix the elevator? Is it alright if you wait a little bit? Before you do that, we should
Did you call for me?
get the Monokuma file, right?
Now then.
It seems you guys have noticed that the incident has taken place, so this is for you.
Red bean bread and milk.
And there's a bonus!
It's the Do your best.
Satisfy your hunger with this and do your very best on the investigation. Why is the Monokuma file being treated like a bonus item? Whatever, man, let's just eat. Eating should come first right now.
Damn right.
You're right. It's okay if you guys eat, but can you hear me out while you're at it?
What do you...
I was thinking about what we should do and I wanted to discuss it.
Even so.
Thanks to the killer, we can't even go to the crime scene. We have to wait till Kazuichi fixes the elevator. True, there's no doubt that the killer's responsible. But it seems as though they made a huge mistake. There's no way the symbols of hope will give up because of this little setback. There's no way everyone will just cross their arms. We need to do everything we can on our end to prepare for the class trial. Well, yeah.
Fine.
It seems that we too shall begin the investigation on our end, though it remains unclear how much we can do. Is this acceptable? If I show my serious side, things will not end with mere child's play. I'm so glad. I knew you guys were pumped up from the start. How beautiful. Even though you guys are suffering from despair, I can see that you guys are still fighting for hope. Such beauty! There's no higher honor for me than to investigate this murder with you guys. I must make sure I face this case's mystery properly if I'm going to find out which side is the true hope. How bizarre to play as Nagito? Hey you guys, why don't we try arranging the sequence of events in this case? You know, so we can properly understand.
Fine.
I have no objection. Then let's look back at what happened this morning. We tried to use the elevator so we can participate in the Monokuma Tai Chi.
Damn right.
Since we're staying at the Strawberry House, in order for us to get to the meeting spot at Grape Tower, we needed to use the elevator. That was before 7.
Man.
But once we realized the elevator was disabled, I seriously panicked.
Anyway.
And since we couldn't do anything about it, we just tried to get inside the tower from Strawberry Hall. But when we actually got there, the button on the hall door was broken. Thanks to that, we couldn't enter the tower at all. So, Fuyuhiko suggested that we use the phone and call Grape House.
This too.
I'm surprised. I never expected that the elevator would be disabled. But then how was Nekomaru able to go to Grape Tower?
Man.
Well, obviously he went before the elevator was disabled. If we knew that, this wouldn't be difficult.
Well.
No, we might know what time he went to Grape Tower.
You serious?
It was around sunrise. That's when I saw him going down to the first floor.
What?
You personally witnessed Nekomaru.
Hey.
When was this sunrise? Was it before that rumbling sound?
Huh?
Right after the clock in the lounge started ringing, we heard a rumbling noise.
Hey.
You didn't notice that either? That thing was super loud. I feel like we're not quite on the same wavelength. It is what it is. There's no way you guys will ever be on the same wavelength as trash like me. Looks like this is leading to an interesting development. Oh, did I wake you up, buddy? Sorry. Oh, you... Okay. Oh, okay. If you don't mind, can you inform me? That stuff about a rumbling noise and the ringing clock, what was that all about? You're so kind, Kazuichi. Thanks for actually taking the time to explain. So that's how it is. Fine, I'll tell you. Alright, hold on, Tank. I need to switch legs. My leg's asleep. Oh, that doesn't look comfortable, or as comfortable. You okay? Wanna move? No? Just gonna stare at me? Alright. It happened last night. I was sleeping peacefully in my room, and all of a sudden I heard this huge sound. The sound was super loud, so I rushed out of my room. And as I went down the hall...
Hey!
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Oh.
This raucous. It's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice.
Don't go making all that noise so suddenly. It's not me. The wall clock just started ringing. I was just trying to stop it. Then hurry up and stop it already. I know. I'm in the middle of doing that.
And that's when the sound finally stopped. That totally freaked me out.
What did you do to me?
My mental defenses were bombarded with sonic resonance.
You!
Was this not your doing?
Shut up.
Why would anyone do something so childish?
Huh?
You must have rushed over after hearing that sound, but you sure seemed to get there pretty fast.
Well, yeah.
Well, I didn't rush over here. I was at the lounge.
See? Huh?
Do you doubt me?
Hey.
Whatever, I don't really give a crap, but it's 5:30.
Aw, man.
Thanks to Fuyuhiko, I woke up early for no reason. I should go back to sleep. What was that sound?
What's going on?
Earthquake?
This pressure.
Hey.
There's no way this building's gonna collapse. And that's what happened. So you're the one who was clinging to Fuyuhiko.
That's obviously wrong.
That's not the important part. And what happened afterward? Did you guys just separate?
Hey.
We decided to wait things out, but in the end, nothing else happened.
Also.
And not just that, we all felt really weak, so we decided to just go back to our rooms. I see. What you said just now is extremely important. Thanks to that, I've thought of one suspicious person.
What?
Who are you talking about? Me, of course.
Huh?
Isn't it strange? I was the only one who didn't notice an alarm. The same goes for the rumbling noise.
Why, you?
You better not be trying to confuse the shit out of us. Of course I'm not.
Hey.
That "for now" line is what's making us even more worried. It seems there's no doubt what you guys just told me is a very important clue. The wall clock alarm you heard first, and the rumbling noise. Hold on a minute. Let me look at my map. Oh, I can't see whose room is which. That's annoying. Oh, wait. He's gonna be in one of the deluxe rooms, but which one? Interesting. You said you witnessed Nekomaru at sunrise. I was so hungry yesterday that I couldn't sleep. I figured it was nearly morning, so I went to go check the clock. It turns out I was totally off. It was still around 5.
Hey,
That's when it happened. I heard the sound of the door closing off in the distance. When I stuck my head out, I saw Nekomaru's back. I thought about running after him, but I didn't have the energy or willpower. If I knew something like this would happen, I would have mustered the strength to follow him.
hey,
But why would he wander off so early?
I
was wondering about that too. I mean, I already knew I wasn't going to get any sleep. So I just sat in the lounge, stared off into space for no real reason.
Jeez.
That's when the clock in the lounge rang. Then from the time you saw Nekomaru until the alarm rang, you were at the lounge the whole time. But what were you doing during that time? Were you thinking about everything that's happened so far and getting choked up?
What?
Was I right? Of course not, asshole. You're wrong. You're absolutely right. And I thought you were reminiscing about Peko or something. But that can't be, right? After all, you already know how pointless it is to cling to memories of the dead. And I'd love to... Oh, thanks to everyone's detailed information, I'm slowly getting a grasp of the situation. If I put events in chronological order, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 5. At 5:30, the alarm clock went off. Right after that, they heard a strange rumbling sound.
Let's make history.
Something might have happened to Nekomaru during that noise. If so, that must have been his final scream before he breathed his last. If he died when we heard that sound, doesn't that mean we have an alibi?
I mean,
When we heard that rumbling noise, we were at the lounge. If that's when the killer murdered Nekomaru, then we have a solid alibi. Can't argue with that. It might be too soon to declare that just yet. We can't be certain unless we first clear up the mystery. Also, based on what everyone just told me, there's another thing I'm curious about. You all heard the alarm clock in the lounge go off.
hey,
Haven't we talked enough? I really think I should repair the elevator. You're still here? Once it's fixed, I'm not gonna let you anywhere near it. So what should we do now? There's something I wanted you to do. After it's fixed, that's something I want you to investigate. The clocks in the first floor lounges of both Grape House and Strawberry. Right after that, you heard a strange rumbling sound. I'll tell you later.
hey, bastard.
But why are you asking me? You can investigate that yourself. I would investigate, but by the time the elevator's fixed, there's a chance I might not be with you all anymore. I'm counting on you. That bastard doesn't make any sense. There's only one thing I can do for them. I can go to that place for everyone's sake. But we'll have to see what happens in the dead room, or whatever the hell it's called, next time. So stay tuned! And thanks for watching. Woo! Oh, I can still say it good. Bye-bye!